Let's go to the UK now, though, where British politics is in a bit of uproar today over the opposition leader Sir Keir Starmer's past legal work. It was revealed the UK Labor leader acted on behalf of an extremist Islamist group trying to overturn a ban imposed by Germany back in 2008. And the controversial Rwanda asylum plan looks like it's been grounded yet again amidst airline refusals to fly these people and a major phone hacking scandal. We know about that. Prince Harry could potentially expose an even wider media misconduct trial. Let's go live to the UK to get the latest from writer and commentator Esther Krakue. Great to see you again. Is Keir Starmer, is that a problem for him?
Well, yes, it's a massive problem for him because it's just reminding the public who exactly Keir Starmer is. I mean, this was someone who was the head of the Crown Prosecution Service that actually didn't prosecute the likes of Jimmy Savile. And now you have these little revelations of his past legal work and where his true political leanings were, coming out of the woodwork. The fact that he led a team of lawyers to petition the European Court of Human Rights to actually allow an Islamist group banned in Germany for saying things like death to all Jews wherever they are found is quite telling. Look, at the end of the day, he has held a certain line with this Israel-Gaza conflict, but it's very clear from a lot of his work in the past, his alignment with Jeremy Corbyn, who we know was ousted from the Labour Party because of his tolerance of rampant anti-Semitism in the party, that actually he's probably more aligned with the extreme left in the party that has sympathies for these kinds of groups than where most of the country is. And this is a continual reminder. It's very hard for him to effectively excuse this away because people are going to think, actually, what are your true political views? Up until now, we don't know anything. I think the only kind of reason why Labour are completely crushing the Tories in the polls is just because the Tories have done such a terrible job of making their case. I don't think it's because of enthusiasm for the Labour Party and much less Keir Starmer.
One of the other problems, Esther, of course, that the Conservatives have got is they can't protect the British borders. Now, you've got this Rwanda plan. It looks like it's going to have even more challenges. You've got airlines, as we understand it, refusing to actually provide planes due to reputation fears. I mean, is that Rwanda plan ever going to get off the ground?
Well, it will be a Christmas miracle or a New Year miracle, should I say, if it ever actually happens. But we knew that commercial airlines were always reluctant to allow refugees to board their planes to Kigali in Rwanda. We knew this from the outset of the scheme, and it looks like they're doubling down. I think the issue is that the only option that the Prime Minister has now is to use planes that belong to the Ministry of Defence, and they would have to leave from an airstrip in Wiltshire. And then you have the logistical problem there of actually having to provide security because it's likely to be flooded with protesters. Estimates now are saying that it will cost up to £20 million in security to ring-fence the area just to keep or to cordon off the area so that protesters don't get in and disrupt the flight. So, we knew that the Rwanda scheme was going to be faced with all sorts of legal and logistical problems. The question is, can it actually happen? I think the biggest scandal will be if it's blocked by the Lords or the courts, because then that's actually a constitutional and fundamental problem in the UK, which is who actually runs this country. Is Parliament sovereign, or are unelected people in the House of Lords sovereign, or the courts? And, this is something that we haven't actually had to discuss up until now.
Prince Harry's had a win, 267,000, which is not a lot of money, but he's had a win.
He has had a win, yes. So the judge ruled that 15 out of the 33 stories that he was alleging information was obtained via phone hacking was actually true. So if this could set a precedent for actually blowing the doors open of effectively a culture of unlawful information gathering in British media, particularly between the years of 2007 to 2013, which is what the judge says. Yeah. This was at least at the peak of that situation.